Let's keep the church locked forever, Bola Olarele declared. It's been more than 5 Sundays now that the doors of churches worldwide has been closed and nothing strange has happened to the world. No thanks to COVID-19 virus. Anyway, which has humbly everybody, including the eyes of God on earth. Well, many of our men of God are claiming that they are not afraid of this virus. They are just respecting the authorities of the land as directed by the Bible. If not, what is coronavirus to the anointed oil and holy sacrament? Whichever, the church is locked, and why can't we just keep it locked forever? Since coronavirus has stopped us from going to church, God has not stopped his mercy over the earth. He still gives us rain at its time. Sun and moon are still showing forth of God's goodness. God has not failed in fulfilling any of his promises. In fact, his mercies truly endureth forever. The only people that can have problem with this proposition are the clergies, those who trade in God's name, but they should not be too worried. Their greed is taken care of, and my proposal. If we lock the churches forever, we can do our offerings online, since we are still in good terms with God despite our inabilities to go to church. He will still give us health, wealth, and using it to serve him will not be a bad thing. The world is now digital, and if we stop going to church, we can pay our tithe and offerings online, as we are already doing in my church, Living Faith Church, aka Winners Chapel. We do our giving via USSD code. You can't beat my church on that. So offering will still be taken, and I am assuring you that they won't be playing anonymously from the comfort of their homes. Trust me, it will work. Let's lock the church forever. Amazing things happen online. About 65 people have been cured of COVID-19 by listening to Bishop David Oyedepo online. A woman safely delivered in Port Harcourt after watching Prophets TB Joshua on Emmanuel TV. Diverse testimonies. I can't mention all the testimonies. You can also Google it if you think I'm lying. If you are interested, Google as well. There is an amazing story in the Bible. It was notes, and it was not even a story that I formed. It was an event, and Jesus Christ was there. The centurion who came to Jesus about his paralysis servant, he asked Jesus to just send his words. The Bible recorded in Matthew chapter 8 verse 7 that Jesus Christ obliged to help the centurion and was marveled by the faith displayed by this centurion, and he sent his words, and the word healed the boy at that same hour. I know the church of today have greater faith, and our papas and geos can just be sending the words to us online. We shall be receiving them, and to God shall be all the glory. What is even a church? It's just a building, ordinary building. Let's stop going there and build temples for God in our hearts. I think that is the most important, and whenever we wish to follow fellowship with brethren, 2 or 3 people are enough. The Bible assured us of that. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he will be there. So our home can be the new church. It can also be a new church and not affected by the lockdown churches. It is also cheaper and affordable. So why can't we lock the church forever? The words of God must be in our mouths every minute, as commanded by the Bible. By stopping going to church, we shall get used to the online churches, which will be available 247, and then we can fellowship 247, unlike the Sunday service Christian that many of us are. Let's lock down the church forever, and we won't miss a thing, both the sheep and the shepherd. Do I have a witness in the house? Do I have a witness in the house? Bola Olalere declared. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow. The only witness this writer has is the devil, as far as I'm concerned. The Church of Jesus will continue to march forward, and gates of hell shall not prevail against it, including you and your likes. Anti-God agents of darkness, get thee behind the children of God. I'm saying this, I'm not just saying it because I want to say. I'm saying it because the statement this writer made is a devilish statement from the pit of hell. If you want to advise members or unbelievers, is this how you're going to advise them? Never to go to church, or tell government not to reopen the church forever. Imagine, forever. Oh my God. This world is coming to an end. Don't conclude the matter yet, because utter destruction is already awaiting for every one of you that mocks at God. Yes, this particular writer is trying to mock God. He said Jesus is the body of church, or is the body of church. And this one is saying the body should be locked forever. Oh my God. People call themselves men of God, and they are not truly men of God. Men of God, that name is just a title. You are a man of God. Does it mean, or does it entail, as being a man of God, you are spirit-filled, or you are truly born again? No, it doesn't explain that. So hell with whosoever that says that the church should be locked forever. It can never happen. May God lock whosoever that prays for the body of God, of Jesus, to be locked forever. May God lock that person's progress, because God is a jealous God. You know that this statement made by this writer can make a lot of people to backslide? Is it everybody that will go online? And is it everybody that goes online that is saying that you can worship God online? Imagine that. Is that what we read in the Bible, that worshiping God online is what to make you be pleased? What to make God be pleased with you? God said that when 2 or more are gathering in my name is there in their midst. He said it before, that you can gather, you and your family can come together, fine. But with the last statement he made, that you can worship God online. This is so stupid of this writer. So stupid of this writer. If government does not finance the church, Why can't Christians finance the church? If government cannot finance the church growth, Christians can also do that by offering and tithes. It does not matter to me if the pastor appropriate it or not, or misappropriate it or not. God will finish such evil men of God that have decided to say such a thing about the church of God, which is the body of Christ. That is it. I'm not trying to criticize or insult anybody here. All I'm trying to say is that with the statements of any church or any pastors concerning the God, that whosoever that is mocking God, let me use that, is mocking himself. You cannot mock God and go scot-free. Never. Never. Never, never will the church of God be closed. I rebuke any satanic words and evil people that want the house of God, that wants the body of Christ to be abandoned. It will never work. It will never, never, never work. People just remember that they don't need a church to be praised. A church is just a building. That is what people think. Do you think it's a building that you just go to worship? No, church is not just a building. The church is the body of Christ. When you are in the midst of, when you are with Jesus, all your problems and sorrows will be taken over. Will be taken off. So viewers, what is your take on this news that you just heard? Your comment is so needed. Drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates. Thank you.